many historic sites in Arkansas, but one that is lesser known is the Coop Prairie Cemetery. The Coop Prairie Cemetery and its partner church is located in Mansfield, Arkansas, and was built in 1849. In that same year, a settler from Tennessee, Martin T. Taylor, dedicated land for the cemetery. He also gave a $5 gold piece, which would be an equivalent of $103.80 today, to start the church building fund. At the time, the church was the Coop Prairie Valley School, with the first teacher being Stephen Graves. Mr. Graves is now buried in this cemetery today. There was no road running through the middle of the cemetery at first, but when Highway 71 was laid out in 1926, there was a need to run the highway right through the middle. This caused the Coop Prairie Cemetery to be the only cemetery in the U.S. with a federal highway cutting through it. Because of this, it appeared in Ripley's Believe It or Not, as well as the Guinness Book of World Records. The cemetery's neighboring church is called Coop Prairie Cumberland Presbyterian Church. This church has been in 3 different locations throughout the years. The first was in Coop Prairie Valley. Then it was moved to the north side of Highway 71 when the road was put down. When the highway was widened and straightened, the church was then moved to the south side of the highway, which is now its present location. The church has a long history, and along with the cemetery, is around 172 years old. In the year of 1949, there was a meeting held at the church to celebrate the centennial, which would be the 100th year anniversary. They talked of the years of history and memories of the people buried there. As of now, there are more than 1,700 memorials altogether at the cemetery, the oldest being from 1831. They include actors, soldiers, and even jockeys. Buried at the Coop Prairie Cemetery is an actor named Arthur Honeycutt, who was popular during the Second World War to around 1967. Arthur Honeycutt was known for his portrayal of wise, grizzled, and old royal characters, and people associated him with the state of Arkansas. His first movie was Wildcat in 1942, and some of his more popular appearances in films and TV shows include Gunsmoke and El Dorado. He received an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor for his performance in The Big Sky, which was in 1952. Honeycutt died on September 26, 1979. He died of cancer at the Motion Picture Country Home and Hospital in Woodland Hills, California. He was 69 years old and was buried in his home state of Arkansas. Also buried at the Coop Prairie Cemetery is a jockey named Jackie Davy Martin. Jackie Martin was a native of Mansfield High School alumnus, and avid horse racer. He was born on October 17, 1954. He won 2,975 races, 146 stakes, which is an award for the horse, and earned more than $45 million in his racing career. Martin is listed in the Oklahoma Horse Racing Hall of Fame and the Ruidoso Downs Racehorse Hall of Fame. He raced and won the All-American Futurity 7 times, won the Rainbow Futurity 4 times, Rainbow Derby 5 times, Ruidoso Futurity 1 time, and the Ruidoso Derby once. He also won the Champion of Champions race twice. And in 2010, he was named National Champion Jockey of the Year, and then awarded the American Quarter Horse Association Champion twice, in 2000 and 2010. In 2010, he was paralyzed from the waist down in a horse racing accident. He passed away on April 4th, 2015, at 59 years old from complications due to his paralysis. Really, Coop Prairie Cemetery isn't just one historical place. So many families come to renew the joy that they have by remembering their loved ones. When Coop Prairie was established, it wasn't to just have a place to put people that have passed. It was a place where people could come to be able to move forward from a loss and still have their memories. Coop Prairie Cemetery has so many stories within. It has history that many don't know, but it brings joy to those who do. This cemetery will live on for many more years to come because of all of the history and love it holds.